Hi everyone, we are Alberto and Antonio. In this video, we'll discuss a paper called Habit Formation in Voting, Evidence from Rainy Elections. In this paper, the authors look for the existence of a sizable habit formation effect on voting. In other words, they wonder if past acts of voting raise the probability of keep voting in the future.
In order to answer the research question, the authors take into account the USA presidential election days from the time period of 1948 to 2012, and specifically, they care about how was the weather in the days prior to the elections and the days of the elections. So, for the experiment, they gathered the following data. County-level US presidential election returns for the years 1948 to 2012 and daily weather data from 1952 to 2012.
In order to better understand the mechanisms that affect voting decision making, the authors use a Gaussian framework. Instrumental utility term essentially accounts for the expected payoff of voting. The expressive utility term, also known as the consumption value of voting, is the utility each citizen gets from being able to vote and has to do with things such as civic duty, ethics, and social pressure. This term will be relevant for the paper's conclusions. The voting cost had to do with all the opportunity costs related to vote. Finally, an exogenous shock is introduced through rainfall during election day. Intuitively, this shock affects the voting cost term and will serve as an instrument in order to estimate the habit formation effect.
The econometric analysis was divided into stages. First, the preferred model by the authors to explain rainfall effects on turnout was a regression that estimated the effects of contemporaneous and lagged rainfall on turnout, taking into account year and county fixed effects and a county-specific quadratic trend in order to mitigate unobserved heterogeneity or confounding trends. Once they observed the impact of rainfall in turnout, they wanted to observe how this may lead to habit formation. So they used an autoregressive model for turnout where lagged rainfall serves as an instrument for lagged turnout.
We are now going to discuss the paper's main results. Table 2 shows the estimated impact of contemporaneous rainfall on turnout. As we can see, rainy weather on election day decreases voter turnout. The effect is between 5 and 7% points and is statistically significant. This negative coefficient remains significant when controlling for 2-week average rainfall.
The main finding of the autoregressive model is around the parameter rho, which is known as the habit formation parameter. Table 3 shows different values for this parameter, going from 0.6 to 1.0. This finding suggests that past voting has a significant effect on future voting. In summary, we have the following conclusions. The obtained parameters suggest that voting today directly affects future turnout. Specifically, 1 percentage point decrease in current turnout may reduce future turnout by 0.6 to 1.0 percentage points. The effects obtained may be amplified by social spillovers. This means that individuals may change others' voting behavior by sharing past experiences.
In terms of what mechanism is behind habit formation, the Gaussian framework, together with the paper's dataset, show that the most plausible term to depend on past voting experiences is the consumption value of voting. This conclusion is reached by following the traditional interpretation of habit formation, which states habits are essentially a result of consumption taste.
Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any other videos.